again here in the third.
You think that could have been the tipping point in the round, Lennox? Just that last combination for Lopez? Because it was a pretty even round.
Yeah, I mean, you know, judges, when they see not too much action in a round, they usually give it to the person that usually ends off the round strong.
Good left hand by Lopez. Caught the attention of Luevano. Luevano fires back with a left.
That's Lopez's range. He wants to be mid-range, firing his combinations. And obviously, Luevano with the reach wants to keep Lopez. The reach, and by the way, I think the slower hands, wants to keep Lopez on the outside.
Luevano a little short with that lead left. And tap Lopez to the body.
You know, Luevano said he's a counterpuncher, and this is what he's doing. He's basically waiting for Lopez to throw a punch so he can counterpunch. And sometimes that's not good. You really have to start off the work yourself and show that you want to win this fight, that you're in command of this fight, and that Lopez has to do whatever you command him to do.
Luevano got a couple good body shots in combination. Luevano hit Lopez right on the belt line, but he digs again to Lopez's body. Lopez tags him with a clean shot coming back. A short right hand there by Lopez. They're both hooked to the body.
That's Lopez's strength, the short, accurate combinations.
Lopez is catching Luevano with a lot of different punches. He's catching him to the body, he's catching him with some uppercuts, he's catching him with some straight lefts.
And he's being caught from time to time there too.
Well, that's the thing, when you go in there and you're taking risks, this is what happens. You take risks, but you still have to remember your defense because you're going to get hit taking risks.
Lunging right hand from Lopez. Snap back the head of Luevano. Straight left by Lopez. Luevano's trying to stick out his right hand and keeping it back.
This is where Lopez takes over the round.
Hey, te tienes que cerrar bien cuando están pegados.
Got to close up, close up. Grab him when you're on the inside. You're doing good, you're doing good. We're not doing bad, we're working it. Listen, use your uppercut when you're close. Uppercut and hooks to the body and the uppercut. Use that lead hand 80% of the time, 80% more. When the fight is close at close range, you got to lead with the uppercut and then the hook. Uppercut and hook and then the straight shot.
And the family of Juan Manuel Lopez. Got the kids there, Stephanie, Raymond, Alexandra, Melissa.
Avoid the body move. We're doing good. We're doing good. Let's go, champ.
Now, Lopez had the edge in power shots, 19 of 46 to Luevano's 13 of 34. In round number 3, let's check in with our unofficial ringside score, Harold Letterman.
Okay, Bob, I've got a 3-0. 30-27, Juan Manuel Lopez. Bob, I'll tell you something. A southpaw has his power in his left hand. If he doesn't, he's a converted right-hander. And in rounds 1 and 2, Stevie Luevano was throwing that right jab all around, but he wasn't throwing his left hand. Juan Manuel Lopez at least throws a right hook once in a while, like he's throwing right there. He throws the hard right jab, he snaps it, and he throws that left hand. And that's the power shot. That's the shot that's bloodied Luevano's nose, and in my estimation, did more damage in rounds 1 and 2. Round 3, I thought Lopez clearly won. 3-0, Juan Manuel Lopez.
Well, Harold, it speaks to your point because Steven Luevano, when he started boxing, he went to the gym. He's a natural righty. He just got into a lefty stance. So his power hand is his lead hand, his right hand, and that would explain one of the reasons why he's not a big puncher with his left.
We see that more and more in boxing, and I think it might be a good idea. 75% of the shots are thrown with a lead hand anyway. Might as well make that the stronger hand.
Left hand from Lopez, right hand. Luevano tries to fire back.
You know, when I was starting boxing, you know, I wanted to be like Hagler. Hagler always switches left to right until, you know, Adrian Tiresto, my Romanian trainer, said, listen, it's better to learn one way and perfect one way.
Every kid who walks into the gym, you know, who's right-handed leads with their right and then gets turned around by some trainer saying you don't lead with your strong hand, but you see it more and more. It seems to be effective.
Hey.
And it makes sense.
You know, people ask me, am I right-handed or left-handed? You know, I say I'm ambidextrous.
And Lopez looks pretty ambidextrous in here too, Lennox. As you mentioned, he mixes up the punch as well.
Yeah, and I also punch with both hands.
Yeah, you do. Or you did. Right hook to the head by Lopez. Lennox, you just get the feel here with under a minute to go in round number 4. The momentum is kind of swinging Lopez's way.
Yeah, because Lopez is throwing a lot more punches. He's putting his punches together. This is what you need to do. You need to throw combination punches.
He's mixed in a little of that peekaboo defense, too. Then he launches up with a right hook to the head. Power punches 19-6 in favor of Lopez in this round. 19 of 35, 54%.
Luevano needs to show a little bit more fire under him, you know. Right now it seems like he's going through the motion.
Luevano just missed, and Lopez jumps on him. End of 4.
Right here. Relax, breathe. Breathe, we're doing good. Breathe, relax. Doing good. Close up. Avoid his punches and use the combinations. On the inside, uppercuts, he's doing good. Use the uppercuts. Come on, make yourself small. Make yourself small and get out of the corners. Turn. Don't bring your heads up in there. Let's go, right? Okay. Come on, bastard. Come on, it's just a matter of time. He's emptying up. You got 10 seconds to get out.
Lopez landed 23 of 46 power shots in the round, 50%. As we begin round number 5. Lennox, the Luevano corner said, make yourself small. Explain to the fans how one makes himself small.
Well, what they're saying is, you know, when it becomes a close fight, you know, don't stand up. Don't give yourself a big target. Make yourself a smaller target so you don't get hit.
Good stiff jab by Lopez. Left hand over the top by Luevano.
And Luevano's doing the right thing, I think. Trying to load up and catch Lopez with something really hard in an exchange, because in most of those exchanges, when they're just moving their hands, Luevano's at a disadvantage. He's not as compact, he's not as accurate a puncher. So he's trying to load up and catch Lopez with one particular shot.
Nice combination by Lopez.
And that's the mistake. One particular shot is, you know, you're really wishing in the win. You need to throw a number of different shots to be able to try and catch Lopez.
Sure, but when he does that, he seems to be outworked and outlanded on the inside. And it looks like he's trying to surprise Lopez with something. With a different level of power behind it.
See, Lopez is, after every exchange, he's always first. He's always coming back first. He's not trying to think of being a counter puncher. Luevano is waiting. You don't wait. You be first. Being first is very important, especially in the minds of the judges, because they're seeing that you're being first, starting off the combination, and you're ending the combination.
Good uppercut there by Lopez. Haven't seen that punch from him.
It is Luevano's strategy, his stated strategy, to take Lopez into the later rounds, where he feels Lopez will become increasingly frustrated and will become laxer with his defense.
Well, the last 11 fights for Luevano have averaged 11 rounds a fight. He's not a big puncher.
And Luevano needs to be a little bit more on his toes. He's really flat-footed right now, and you know, for a tall, lanky guy like that, needs to be a little bit more on his toes.
Lennox, if part of the strategy for Luevano